5 minutes, I guess.
Yeah. It's I don't know if it's loading up yet.
It'll take a bit.
Yeah, it's loading up.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in now if you want me to
Okay.
in my Discord and shit like that.
Yeah, can you send it to Steel too?
Yeah.
And I need to get the link too. And hello everybody. Give me a second. I'm spreading this around again.
All right, I'm going to John or Steel. Where the fuck are you, Steel? Okay. I sent them to as many places I could.
Okay. Getting this all loaded up. All right. Hi everybody. Uh. Uh.
You right?
Yeah. Just replying to Steel.
Oh, okay. So you suddenly went quiet for a second.
Yeah. Good. So. Yeah. Everything's okay. This is just a serious stream, and I'm gonna be talking about something that happened. Um, about somebody who was on the team for Brian and John, and why they were let go. And personally, I don't think it's my place to say anything. I don't know. I don't think I should have ever said anything, and I don't think truly it's my business. But well, it is my business because it happened to me. But I didn't think it should be made public. And I wasn't gonna make it public. I wasn't gonna do any of this. I was just gonna let it go and hopefully just have the world move on with me. But that didn't happen. Um, I talked to Brian and John about this, and they said I can do it. So they reviewed what I wanted to say, and I have it all written out. Full disclosure, I have it written down, just because I don't want to say something that was wrong. So I'm going to tell you guys why Cam and Justin, people who play Security Puppet and Cam from Crafting Dead, and Justin, who you all know as Justin or Anarchy from Crafting Dead, and Springtrap and Brian and John's CD, not CD, FNAF series, um, why they were let go. I've been seeing people ask, I've heard people come to the team and ask why they are gone. And so I'm not doing anything funny today, no games for the rest of the day. I to start, I'm just gonna address that any and all questions related to the situation or things behind the scenes between us are gonna be answered the best of my ability once I finish my story. And obviously, there's things I can't answer for the sake of respecting every party's that are involved. But since the two of them made this public a few months ago, even though they deleted those tweets that they made, it still had an impact on the team. So I figure I should talk about it too. Again, I asked Brian and John for their permission in telling this, and this incident does not relate at all to them. They were left in the dark until they were dragged into it. However, the characters that Justin and Cam played for the two of them have become well known and loved characters in the fandom, in their audiences, and well, I think you guys deserve to know. I had been friends with Cam for about 3 to 4 years, and we met when she applied to be a body actor for Newscape Pros videos, where I was currently working. Over the years, we became really good friends, and I'd even say we were best friends. And as friendships go, we had our highs and lows, but I would always go back to her because I really, really cared for her. I met Justin when he was accepted as a builder for Brian's team, and we, meaning Blake, Cam, Bunny, and Jupiter, and the main people of my friend group at the time, we grew to become friends with him. And well, um, all of us as a friend group, we have our own demons. I know about everything my friends have gone through, and well, I know what Justin has gone through. I know about what his mental illness is, and I know about what his problems were, and well, we shared our demons and he shared his. And he became a big part of our friend group, and I would even say we were also best friends. And as a group, now having Justin, Cam, Blake, Bunny, Jupiter, Quinny, and I, we all experienced two individuals who came into our friend group and royally betrayed our trust. In both cases, I was the one who dealt with the largest impact. I had dealt with the largest brunt of the abuse that we all had endured, and it seriously affected how I trust people and how I behave around others. We all supported each other at this time, and I mean, I went through the most damaging experiences. We all agreed that we would not discuss what happened to me to anyone else. You can discuss it freely amongst the friends already in the group, but you could not talk about it to someone else. Because that was my story to tell. That was my trust that was broken, and nobody wanted to break it even more. However, after all that, after what happened, we just powered on and kept going. Justin had ingrained himself in Brian's team, taking over writing for Crafting Dead, doing all the builds for different series, being the voice of Springtrap. We continued to develop Azora as a friend group. I say develop, but Justin had overpowered every roleplay session that we had to be about his character. We never developed anything other than him, besides him and a character that came to be his love interest in the series. I had to create characters to stick into his story. I couldn't be Elizabetta, the character I loved so much. I didn't get to develop her until Davis came along. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't develop our characters anymore because he was in control of everything. We couldn't role play, we couldn't do anything without him. And we brought this to his attention, and it changed nothing. The season of Crafting Dead, where anarchy was first introduced, that was all supposed to be written by Justin, as he has claimed many of times. Um, that's not the case. At first, yes, he wrote the first few episodes, but he would leave it all to me afterwards. The way Crafting Dead was written before, it was written by Blake and another member of our team, Corey, who was not related to Newscape Pro. It's another Corey. Blake had to stop writing for Crafting Dead for school, and Justin stepped in. I was used as a writer for the other writers just to bounce ideas off of. They would tell me ideas, and I would tell them if it was dumb or not, which, you know. But when Justin came, I had to write everything, because as it progressed, he would write one scene, which would usually entail Anarchy or Justin, and then leave the rest to me to write. I was forced to write the episodes, and Justin would schedule recording times with Brian and only have one scene done, and we wanted to get it done as fast as possible, so I would write it. And I really have to thank Jupiter and Bunny for helping me, because they would have to come and help me on many occasions frantically write episodes. And I cried many times over the stress of it all. Because while yes, it made me a stronger writer, I had this position thrusted upon me, and I was nowhere near ready or okay with the responsibility. This was brought to his attention as well, and nothing had changed. As I mentioned previously, Justin had disclosed to us his mental illnesses, and well, I have my own too. And I won't disclose them to you, but he has. He refused to take any medication for them. He would rage at us often over minor things, and I remember him very upset after a specific family member had said something very harsh to him. And he was complaining about how this family member was always hard on him, and it really hurt him because he really cared for them. And because I cared for my friend so much, and empathized with him, and sympathized with how it was going on, what was going on, and everything, I wanted to say something, make it better for him. So I just said, well, fuck them then. Their opinion doesn't matter. And I couldn't get far in my sentence because he began to scream at me that I didn't know what I was talking about, that he loved them. I'm not supposed to say a fucking word about this person because I didn't know them. This wasn't the first time he had done this, but this is the first time I was yelled at by him. It got to the point where he would begin to cry or complain about something, and everyone would go silent because if we tried to help in any way or cheer him up or make a little joke to make it feel better, he would turn his anger out on us, and I would be terrified when he got like that. Davis had witnessed this as well when we were constructing the FNAF Season 1 finale set. He was complaining about something, and I shut down, as I usually did, and Davis tried to say something to help make it better, only for me to message him warning him that he just needed to remain silent. Speaking of Davis, last year, he was added to Brian's roleplay team to play Rockstar Freddy. And at first, I didn't think he liked me, so I stayed away. But over time, we began to become really good friends to the point where I wanted to introduce him to the rest of our friend group. Of course, they're all a bit hesitant considering the last two individuals I mentioned previously. They had left a really bad view of newcomers to our group, but still, they eventually warmed up to Davis, and he's still one of the best friends I could ever have. A year ago,
It's okay, Kat. It's okay.
I went through a very traumatic experience, and it completely changed my life. And it's continued to affect me every single day. And because of that, I have experienced memory loss. I have experienced pain, and it's worsened my anxiety and depression. You don't need to know what it was for the sake of the story, but just know that my trust was absolutely violated in the worst way possible, and it completely shattered me. After this experience, within a day, I confided in Bunny and Cam because they were my best friends, and I leaned on them for support during this terrible time. It physically hurt me every day to wake up. I had scary thoughts. I tried desperately to repress the memory of the experience. I wanted my friends to be there for me. I wanted to tell them what I had gone through. And so I went to Cam and Bunny. And at this point, Cam and Justin had moved in together. I told them of my desire to inform the rest of our friends what I had gone through. They supported the idea. But Cam took it a step too far. She insisted I tell Justin. And again, with all of those past experiences I just mentioned, Justin, I was terrified of him. Didn't feel close to him anymore. And I kept saying I don't know. Or maybe. But she continued to push. And I was so vulnerable. And I knew Cam well. Because if I said no, she would have continued to push and push until I broke. Or she would have told him regardless. Bunny had admitted to me that she wanted to get me out of there, tell Cam off, pressuring me, anything to stop this from getting worse. And Cam even told me during her pressuring that she told Justin a little bit of the situation, even though I had pleaded for the both of them to not tell anyone. I was so vulnerable, and I had my trust completely shattered by someone I cared deeply for, and I couldn't say no. I physically could not say no. I remember thinking to myself before I said anything that I know I'm going to regret this, but if I don't tell him, she will, and I don't want her to take that from me too. So I hesitantly agreed. She brought Justin in, and I told him what had happened, and I sobbed as I told him. I felt so broken and useless. And to my surprise, he comforted me, telling me he wished to hug me PAX East how sorry he was for that to happen. He even cried with me a little, and I begged him not to tell anyone else, because I wanted to tell it, and they agreed. I'd say it was a month or so later when I went to Davis to tell him about my past experiences with the two individuals who I had been harassed by and abused by, to which he confessed to me that he already knew, because Justin had told him 3 days after he was brought into our friend group. In fact, Justin had admitted, and had hinted to my traumatic experience to Davis. Hinted at it enough where Davis could have known, could have figured out what I had gone through. Davis was already informed of my traumatic experience by me at the point of him admitting to me that he knew what the past was, but he wasn't at the time Justin told him. And that completely broke me. I had had my trust violated by someone I loved, only to have someone else I truly cared for, even though I was afraid of him. I still cared for him. And I had my trust violated yet again. I cut off contact with Justin and Cam, telling them that while I was willing to discuss this with them at PAX, as they had requested, I would not be acting like nothing had happened. I would continue to be professional to them in the recordings. I didn't want to involve Brian in any of that. We had a talk at PAX in which he proceeded to lie to me over his reasons for doing so, and based off of their body language, they completely dismissed my feelings over the matter. They complained to our friends that I wasn't willing to hug them. They told everyone that they were afraid I would destroy their badges after they were sent to me because they thought they would move. At the end of the meeting, I said my relationship with Justin was over, that I was willing to have Cam as my friend if she wanted. And if she did, she just needs to reach out. And many minor things happened. I won't bore you with the details, because this is long enough as is. But just know that for Azora, I wrote out Justin and Cam's characters. I completely made a new one based off of Justin's for John to play, which they did not react well to. He had informed Brian of the situation at PAX, but after another incident, he was asked to mediate a discussion between Bunny, Cooper, Cam, Justin, and I. They had also invited another person to mediate as well, who wasn't aware of the whole situation. And so I had to tell a complete stranger, yet again, about my trauma. Since they were essentially blaming us for not communicating enough and that we needed to try more. And granted, they didn't know the full story, but they shouldn't have been there to discuss this. And soon, everyone in my friend group was informed of what Justin and Cam had done, and they completely cut contact with them. However, one day, a month or so ago, Bunny was sent a message from Cam on Discord, as she had forgotten to block her. In it, she linked a series of tweets that Cam had posted, and went on to say that Bunny knew who she was talking about, and that we needed to grow up. In these messages, it was explaining that Justin had done something truly terrible. Something I don't wish on anyone. And Cam went on to detail that this was all because of me. I had turned everyone away from him. I didn't accept his apology. I completely ruined his life. I'm not gonna lie, I wept when I saw the tweets. I may have disliked Justin for what he had done to me, but I never would have wished for him to do what he had done. Not only that, but at the same time, I was still processing what I had went through last year, only to have someone's actions blamed solely on me. I went to Brian and I told him that I was going to quit unless Cam removed her tweets and apologized. He hadn't seen them yet, but once he had, he told me that the night before she had confided in him and a few other people about the situation, and that she didn't want to make it public, only to do so the next day in a brutally cruel way. He had let Cam and Justin go that afternoon. John let Justin go as well once he was informed of the tweets. He was already somewhat familiar of the situation. Davis already took over Crafting Dead, and Justin was willing to send his lines to Brian. And Springtrap was already killed off in the series he was in. More recently, a few people have come to ask us where Justin is, commenting on Brian and John's videos, asking if he'll be coming back and if he's alright. I want to make it clear now. He has been let go. He will not be coming back. I wish him well in wherever he goes, and I wish him and Cam a very happy future wherever life will lead them. They may have been forgiven many times in the past after many different incidents, but this was just something you can't come back from. Forgiveness only comes when you truly regret what you have done, and they never sincerely showed they did. I'm sorry this was super long. I'll try to answer any questions that you all may have. Again, I won't go into specifics because respecting everyone's privacy, even though mine wasn't at all respected. And no, I didn't quit. I'm still working for John and Brian, but I'll answer any questions you have. And I'm thanking everybody here for watching and being supportive. Because I was really scared to do this today. And if Justin and Cam were to see this, I want them to know that while I may not forgive them, I don't hate them. And after everything that happened to me, that happened between us, they were still my friends once. Maybe I was too kind, but I don't want anybody to go after you too. I don't want anybody to go on a witch hunt and hate them because it won't change anything. And I don't know. And thank you, everybody, for saying I'm strong. I don't really think I am, but
Yes, you are.
it doesn't really feel like I am. I'm just kind of telling the truth. I just really wanted to finally talk about it and just let everyone know that I'm okay. And it's gonna be okay. Thanks, guys, so much for the love. It's making me feel a lot better. 'Cause I'm still stressed out, nervous.
It's okay, Kat.
Justin is still he's still around. Um, I think he went to another roleplay team
Who knows?
or something. But last I heard, Cam got a new job, and Justin was looking for a new one in real life, and he had stopped YouTube. So, not all bad, I guess. Life moves on. I'm not expecting this to really change anything. I still think that they believe that what they think is the truth is the truth. And that's fine. I just wanted to get my side out. I hope I don't look like a scummy person for saying all of this.
No, you do not. You are extremely brave, and I won't let you tell yourself otherwise.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you, Kat.
Thanks. But if you have any other questions about, well, anything, I guess, I'm here. Davis is here, quietly supporting me, as it's great to just have him with me, even if he's not here in the room. But
As much as I wish I was.
I wish he was here.
Yeah, I'd give you a fucking hug right now.
I'd like a hug. No, Justin did not quit. He was fired.
Yeah.
Which, I believe we became friends with him. I don't know. Feels like a few years. I think 2017 or something. I want to say 2017 was when he became our friends, but 2 years maybe. I I think Justin is okay physically. I think he is physically okay, and I'm gonna be okay. I'll be okay. And I'm not saying this to slander them, because I wouldn't dream of doing that. I'm not gonna resort down to that little fatness, that little pettiness. I just really wanted to get my story out there. And I'm just happy that I'm not bashed for it. And that I have people with me in my life that are as loving and as kind as I need them to be. And I don't know if I would ever say well, you know, but I'm happy I have them. Oh, thanks for subscribing. I got a subscribing noise.
Nice. I don't even think the Streamlabs thing is on, is it?
I think it's not on, but thank you for whoever subscribed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks to whoever subscribed to Kat.
And I really appreciate and love everyone here. And I'll try and be better than I am now. I'll keep trying to be as best as I can, just because it makes me feel better to do that.
Be the best that you can be, Kat.
I may have been through something that was terrible, and it caused me to just fuck my trust up so hard, but I'm
There's like a lot of people subscribing. Sorry.
yeah, a lot of people are subscribing, but wow, more people are subscribing. Uh,
Nice.
but I'm glad and I'm happy that I have people in my life who showed me that it's not always gonna be terrible, and that bad things happen, but there's still good things too. And I'm happy I have Davis and Blake and Bunny and Jupiter and John and Brian who are all around me, and they're truly my best friends. And I'm just listing only a few, but I really love all of you guys. And I don't think I say it ever, but I really appreciate you. But I do, and this wouldn't be without you. Like I wouldn't do any of this shit if I didn't have people I cared for who watched and played with me.
Shut
So
up.
shut up. But next stream I do will be more happy and peppy.
Yeah. It's probably
Wow.
gonna be on a weekend, right?
Oh yeah, all weekend times now.
Nice.
But now 100 people are watching.
Yeah. Kind of support you, Kat.
Yeah, I love you guys. And if you have any more questions about filming with Brian, anything about Justin and Cam that I can disclose, anything about anything,
We can't and we won't disclose certain information.
some information. I mean, even though my privacy wasn't respected, I'm gonna respect theirs. That's just a human thing to do. And I'm sorry for crying earlier. I don't like crying. But, you know, at least I'm not dying.
That's not exactly the best comparison, is it?
Yeah, it's not. And I got them at Target. They helped me read.
What the eye doctor target person?
Yeah, I can't read, so.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I mean, it's all blurry.
I mean, what does that sign behind you say?
Love,
Yeah, what do I do?
you be adorable.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
You are a very strong person, Kat. Very brave. Okay?
Thank you. I'll be joining John in the later stream too. Yeah, Davis is
Take your
adorable.
time.
I didn't really think I was gonna cry, but then it just kind of hit me like a train. Um, yes, you can ship me and Davis. That's a
Well, I mean,
canon
I'm
ship.
already dating Kat.
Yeah, or I mean, your ship is canon then, so. He supported me through a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
I want to make like one thing clear. I never pried for any information like that.
He didn't
He just, yeah,
cry
he
for
just
any of
sort
it.
of told me.
Yeah, he just came and told him.
Justin told me, sorry.
Yeah, Justin came and told him, and then hinted at something terrible that I had went through that I don't think he had any business saying. But then gladly didn't commit to saying it. So
Yeah.
I think he would. I think he knew that that would have been terrible for him. But yeah, I'm glad everyone's being. Well, wow, I'm getting a lot of messages of people being so nice to me on my Discord. All. Thank you you guys so much for being so nice to me. I really appreciate it. And again, I'm not sending everyone here on a witch hunt to go after them. That's not what I'm saying, and I discourage that. So let's not do that. That won't be cool.
Yeah. And if you see like anyone ask where Justin is or whatever, I guess you can link them here.
Yeah, just link up to this video,
Yeah.
and well, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
I might just call it here. Um, if you wanna, I don't know. I mean, I'm in Davis's Discord. I'm in John's Discord. I'm in Brian's
What?
Discord. If you wanna, I mean, I hop in there sometimes if you wanna say hi.
I mean,
I mean,
guess.
I'll be down there to say hi if you wanna. So
Do you want to link John's stream?
sure.
Cause all right.
Because after this, I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
going back to smiles and memes
Mhm.
and swear words. So I'm gonna end it here. I feel like I've dragged it on long enough, but I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys next stream or wherever I go. Bye, guys.
Goodbye, all.